day my love died, I walked into a bar where the air was thick and everything was dead. Worn-out men grew out of stools, creeping along the rail like vines. They shuddered like I was a gust of wind blowing at their backs something they knew better than me. And they smiled at me a smile that was half pain for my sake and half pleasure at the sight of fresh company in the staleness. When I sat down, the wood gave way as though I had always been there. So I suppose I had. The bartender looked familiar. Gave him my usual without asking as though I had one. Behind us was a man at the piano. Part instrument, part ticking clock. Humming time to the tune of a melody into the keys like, love is rare, life is strange, nothing lasts, people change. The day my love died, I was alone. I didn't tell anybody. There's this old place around the corner, a bar for regulars and people from out of town where nothing costs much and a life story was free. When I walked in, I saw I had already been sitting there, so I just looked at myself, drinking my usual as though I had one. Shattered along the bar were broken men. They knew my name and I theirs. Knew my story before I relearned how to speak. In my mounting decay, I listened to words traded between those who'd lost their way and those who were lost. They spoke of empty bodies casting shadows, wanderers getting lost in a dream, and how roadside attractions all died a lonely death. The man behind the piano sent a drink, but he isn't there. Sitting in this place is emptiness, a void, beating complaints on death's door, dripping, bleeding onto the keys like, love is rare, life is strange, nothing lasts, people change. The day my love died, I buried the man who lived in my body and went to the bar. A new kid walked in, puppy-eyed and naive like he wouldn't be staying long. He sat down and I gave him a drink, the usual. I didn't know him and he didn't have one. I looked over to the bartender. I loved him once, but he didn't recognize me. He looked at me with pity like everything we once did was childish and everything we believed false. And I searched through familiar eyes, but saw only the space left by the man I used to know. He was dead, and I was dying. The place was empty, but it was too crowded to think I was behind the bar, watering the vines. The wood was stale. We had become the roadside attraction. I walked over to the piano, unlocked my chest with its keys, and climbed into it, like it was home, where love still lived, pulling at its strings like, love is rare, life is strange, nothing lasts, people change.
Thank you very much, Ohan.